Hello, dear participants of our intensive course, NeuroAngel. Today we are meeting once again. Since the 9th, Pavel Mikhailovich opened this wonderful intensive course. I believe that this NeuroAngel intensive is the most heartfelt, the most emotional. And today, we will be drawing with you the angel of wish fulfillment. I want to introduce myself first. Let's get acquainted. I think many of you already know me, but I will introduce myself. My name is Yulia Chertova. I am an instructor of neurographics, an aesthetic coach, a neuromaster, and a neuroartist. Please write in the chat where you are from, which cities. Today, I will be checking the comments. On the YouTube platform, I want to say that our broadcast is happening on several platforms. Join us. And all your comments during the broadcast, I will be watching and trying to respond to them. If I miss any, I will check after the broadcast ends and answer all your questions. You can also write questions after the broadcast to the channel. Open events. Italy, Greece, good evening, and now Spain. I have just seen your comments. Good evening to everyone. Greetings from Cyprus. I am always amazed by such a vast geography. I want to thank the Institute of Psychology of Creativity and Pavel Mikhailovich Piskarev for making such a wonderful gift for many years to all of us. NeuroAngel Intensive. Thank you for the trust in inviting me as a speaker to this wonderful project. Being on the Institute's platform is always exciting, and I don't hide it. I'm always nervous before the broadcast. Please support me in the chat. And now Toronto, Canada, Almaty. Marina, hello. Svetlana from Germany. I see familiar people already. From other projects of the NeuroArt School, I see students with whom I worked on the Neurographics instructor course. It's very nice to see familiar faces who came today for this wonderful drawing. The angel of wish fulfillment. That's the theme today. Interesting. And we have already drawn the angel of memory, the angel of the power of prosperity with you. And today I want to start our broadcast with the exercise of 20 words in 2 minutes. The angel of wish fulfillment fulfills one wish today. But now, to get in the right mood, we will write 20 words in 2 minutes. And the words we will write will be related to our desires in a continuous flow. What wishes come to your mind? Everything you want. Perhaps you will write, first of all, your most cherished desires. Perhaps you will be writing in a flow some desires that pop into your head and come to mind only now. But in this way, we will actualize and raise the topic of desires. We will charge ourselves with this energy, and I want you, by the end of this exercise, to really want and wish for a lot. The more we desire, the more we receive. I will now set the timer. Please prepare simply a pen, a sheet of paper. Ready? And we begin to write. Start. I am also writing with you, writing my desires on a sheet of paper. After this exercise, I will switch to the sheet. A word came from the very desire that today I will draw together with you. And even if some words come up that are not related to desires, write them down too. Then analyze what they mean to you, why this word came to you at the moment when you were writing your desires. We finish writing the words. And just the very last desire that you write, they will be the most genuine, let's say, your true desires. So you've written the words. I will now switch to the camera, to the sheet. So who are angels? They are messengers from the heavens. We often perceive an angel as some kind of beings. Perhaps they even do not have any body. But in our association, such an image always emerges. Pure, heavenly. The image of a human figure, only with wings, with white feathers, perhaps in some kind of white dress. Today I came up with such an image, and I want to first depict the angel on the sheet, who will be positioned right here in the middle of the sheet. Our drawing, which I sketched in a small format, will look something like this. Now I want to create it in a larger format on A3. And today I suggest we draw with pencils. I created this palette of pencils. Here are pink colors, blue, yellow, because the theme of the angel is always associated with the sky. And with a clear sky, a white sky, a blue, bright, beautiful, light, clear sky. And what color can the sky be? It can be blue, it can be white, a clear daytime sky. There can be pink shades of sunset, sunrise. Blue color is used to outline our angel so that it glows and stands out. And that's why I suggest drawing with pencils, not markers. If someone wants to draw with a marker, please, you can, but I recommend taking a light colored marker, perhaps blue or maybe a blue marker. Today, I will draw the outline of the angel with one of these blues. For me, the angel is associated specifically, the figure of the angel with the color blue. If you can't see it well because I'm drawing with a pencil, please let me know, write in the chat. I will try to apply more snow pressure with the pencil. So here we go. At the top, we will start with the head so that the entire angel fits downwards. We draw the head in the form of such a oval, an oval egg shape. This is roughly how our head will look. Can you see it? I can see it on my screen now. I'll adjust it properly. The camera is slipping. How does it look to you? I will now trace it again. You can draw such hair. Hairstyle. Please tell me how well you can see it. Ludmila, can you see it well? Great, great, wonderful. Then I will continue drawing with a blue pencil so that it already matches what came to me in the image. Now let's draw the neck, shoulders. Many of you asked in the chat how to draw beautifully since we are not artists. And I want to tell you that it's not necessary to be an artist to draw neurographics or to create neuroart. I am not an artist. And for many, many years, I didn't pick up pencils or markers at all. And I draw, you could say, intuitively. Now we have drawn the shoulders, which is a very simple figure. A circle, simple hair like this. Somehow I highlighted the shoulders, something like that. I try to draw the right and left hand symmetrically right away. I want to draw our angel with arms. In the guide course in your personal accounts, those who have already drawn in the NeuroArt School, there is a lecture by Pavel Mikhailovich about the human figure, where all the proportions are covered. You can listen and understand how to draw the human figure, but I always draw more like this intuitively. We have the opportunity with the speakers of the NeuroArt School to draw together in webinars, watch how artists draw, repeat, train your visual perception and draw. The main thing is to draw. And so when you draw 100 drawings, you will see how the quality of your work will consistently improve. I'll say it again, I'm not an artist, but I really loved drawing as a child. And then after college, that was literally 25 years ago, I worked with children in school. I drew a lot. That was during the first year of my work. And after that, for 25 years, I didn't pick up pencils anymore. For 20 years, until neurographics came into my life, I gladly immersed myself in this world of creativity again. And now I want to say that with practice, with each drawing, watching how others draw, other speakers, I want to note that the drawings are getting better and better. So don't be afraid. So we drew something like this already, a silhouette. And the simplest thing left to draw for the angel here is the dress, where we can simply let our imagination run wild. Draw it with neural lines, launching various neural lines that go down to the very edge of the paper. This dress flows like this, like its hem flows. If you want, make a voluminous dress or make it more compact on the paper, just by drawing some neural lines. Release the energy of your angel's love. And you can immediately start rounding. During the drawing process, we draw and round off the created intersections. Theme of angels is so gentle, so soft. And of course, we want your drawings to have no sharpness, no harshness, no protruding extra angles. So round them off. Round them off and fill yourself with this energy of harmony, because there is harmony in rounding. This kind of dress can be enhanced with other colors later in the process. For now, I'm only drawing in blue. I'm making a sketch. Initially, you can add a few lines because later, when you create your drawing, when it starts to take shape, everything will be fuller and fuller. You will see the whole picture and it will become clear to you which color you want to add more neural lines with, where you want to add more neural lines. It turns out to be such an angel. We drew the figure, and the main difference between an angel and a human figure is the wings. Now we will draw 2 wings for it. Such little wings. From below, I try to draw them, simply so that you can replicate it, and it will still turn out very beautiful. So let's do it this way. We hit the wing. Also neural lines. Let's launch it into the wing so that it isn't flat. If you want, you can draw wings as you imagine your angel. What is the wingspan of your angel? Maybe they will be bigger, maybe they won't even fit on the sheet. So I will now check how it is displayed. I'll adjust the camera so you can see it the way I am drawing. This way is more correct now. Let's check. The angel, yes, like this. Now it's correct. We draw the second wing. This is how the angel turns out. Please tell me who has already seen the figure of the angel on the sheet. What are your feelings? What do you feel when the angel appears to you? What is he like? What can you say about him? Let's draw a ribbon on the waist. Describe your angel. What is he like? I want you, while drawing the angel, to infuse it with the energy of love. Love for him. This is how the angel turned out. You can add color. This kind of flesh color, I'll paint an angel's face. The neck. The hands. Add light to the wings. I want the wings and the dress to remain almost white, heavenly. I will add more color to the background. More color, add to the background. And against a bright background, a more saturated background, the angel will seem to glow. He will be so bright and pure. And I also want to tell you, when you are drawing, I initially apply color. When you are drawing and applying color, apply it very lightly at first, as if making a sketch. I almost lay down the pencil. And just like that, very lightly. At the contour line, you can make it brighter, and then with a transition, achieved by reducing the pressure of the pencil, we move further into the wing. And this color practically dissolves into the white. When you make such transitions, your drawing becomes three-dimensional. When the color is applied unevenly, with some areas brighter and others weaker. And don't be afraid to mix colors, as your drawings will also become three-dimensional. They won't be flat and will become more and more beautiful. I'll add a little more color to the angel and we'll move on. Next, to our most cherished wish. I want to say that today we are limited by broadcast time, and therefore I will now partially sketch in some color here and there like this, so that you understand what comes next. With this angel, you can work and bring in light already. At the stage of stylizing the drawing, after the broadcast, stay alone with your angel and refine it. Bring in light further to make the angel shown. We can contribute, I don't know, such a situation here. Such a blue, beautiful one can be taken along the contour, along the contour of the wings, with a darker blue. And then this color also fades for you. Dilutes, fades into white, then we apply less pressure, less. This color dissolves or transitions into another color. Due to the dark background around the angel, our dark blue angel, as if it comes forward, it starts to stand out in the drawing. Try this effect and you will like it. I am now also here. Here I will add a little more color. And we will move on to the next stage, to the meaning of today's drawing, today's theme. I also want to say that I am drawing on A3 format, so I need a little more time to draw all the details, to manage everything. Therefore, during the broadcast, I don't have time to refine the figure, the angel completely. So look at your angel, who has already seen it appear on the paper. A gentle, gentle angel. And who is a little confused, you can continue watching the video and then return to it and draw along with the recording. And I also want to say to those who are drawing, who are watching the broadcast today but not drawing, just listening to the broadcast, you can return to it and draw it later in the recording and try to complete today's broadcast in writing. You can take a pen, a piece of paper. Some of you already have a pen, a piece of paper next to you. During the next few minutes, you can not only draw but also write. For those whose angel figure has appeared, place your hands on it, look at it. Say, how beautiful you are, gentle angel, my angel of wish fulfillment. And now we will draw the first figure. We will start drawing from the upper corner on the right side. As according to metamodern theory, we will move from the first quadrant to the fourth. Now we will draw the first circle. I want it, display it here. This is the circle of self-actualization. Who am I? Before moving on to making the most cherished wish, we will complete these kinds of figures on the sheet, and we will imbue each with its own meaning. Who am I? We bring ourselves back to the state of here and now. We actualize. Imagine who we are. A few words about yourself. Think now or say it out loud. If someone is not drawing, write it down on a piece of paper. What is your name? What do you do? How old are you? Which city are you from? This is very important. To bring yourself back to the state of here and now, to conduct such an actualization, you can even touch yourself. because we often live in the future worrying about some events that are supposed to happen. Or it often happens that we live in the past, constantly worrying about what something was done wrong, something was said incorrectly, or something worked out, or something didn't work out. And eternally, we think these thoughts about the past, so now it's important for us to bring ourselves back to this state of here and now. And draw this circle, immediately adding neurolines to it. With these meanings and saying them to yourself or out loud, it's better I ask you to say the words out loud. My name is Yulia. I am 46 years old. I'm from Togliatti. I am a neurographics instructor. I have a husband and 2 wonderful sons. And the husband is wonderful too. With such meanings, I draw neurolines in this circle and bring them into the background. So the first circle, the first figure we have already completed. I also ask you to write in the chat. Maybe someone wants to share this very update. What is everyone doing? A few words about yourself. What do you feel? Write your reflection. Second circle. I will take this pink color and draw my achievements, even larger in size. I have achieved what I currently have as of today. It's like a summary. This is absolutely very important, crucial before moving on to making your wish. We are already analyzing what we already have, what we possess, and praise yourself for this. Definitely, I will tell you this, that our brain relies on the events that have happened in our life over the last 3 months or 12 months, that is from 3 months to a year. And based on these events, the forecast, the brain makes a forecast for the future, for the further future. If everything is going well in our life, we have achieved a lot. Everything has worked out for us. There have been some good achievements. The brain makes a successful forecast for the future. If right now not everything is going well, then the forecast might be optimistic, pessimistic, or possibly mixed. Therefore, it's important for us to highlight the good events to make a positive forecast for the future. What achievements have you accomplished recently? For example, I started taking care of my health. I can thank myself for that. Thank you. That I finally paid attention to my health, got a checkup, whether complete or partial, but I did it. If it seems to someone that there are no such moments and you cannot find anything to praise yourself for, think, pause, reflect, find even the most insignificant events or moments. Events or some moments. Perhaps you helped someone this year. I just remembered now that I helped my dear and closest person, my mother, this year. I did many nice things for her. I also praise myself for that. It turns out there is something to praise myself for. Someone learned to drive a car. Write in the chat about the events you had, for which you can praise yourself. Someone started doing sports. Someone learned a language or passed a certification for a certain level. Languages. Someone might have had a child, someone got married, and someone, on the contrary, might have gotten divorced. Events can be different. There's always something to thank yourself for. We choose those events that have positive energy to highlight very positive moments for ourselves. You can also add figures to the light. The next figure we will draw. If you want, draw with the same color. If you want, choose a different color, so that it's not just a perfect picture of the world, because the brain might not believe us, so to speak, that everything is perfect. We bring ourselves back to reality and tell ourselves, we look at what we still didn't manage to achieve, because life is such that not everything always works out. Maybe some moments we couldn't accomplish. Draw this figure, let it be smaller in size, and imbue it with the meaning of what I didn't achieve. Yes, I tried. But this year I didn't succeed. For example, recording reels every day or several reels a month, managing social media. For me, someone didn't manage to move, someone else didn't achieve something. Write in the chat, share. Lyudmila, I praise myself for taking the user course. Super. The specialist found a new future in retirement. Dimila, I congratulate you. I'm renovating my mom's place. I praise myself for every little thing. Lyudmila Petrovskaya. Lyudmila is a specialist and a user. So, and renovation is quite a feat. There are question marks here. I didn't understand what they're for. Thoroughly. For those who couldn't achieve something, couldn't fulfill a wish, couldn't go somewhere. Maybe you planned it and the trip was cancelled. Maybe it was a long-awaited journey that couldn't be realized. But you tried very hard. We also draw lines in the background. I immediately round them off. You can add a shape and color. And now I ask you to please say the phrase, I didn't succeed, and say it in words. But I forgive myself for this. And I will tell myself, I didn't succeed this year to maintain disciplined social media, to reach a certain income, but I tried very hard. And I forgive myself for this. Now, write down what you feel. It is important for us to let go of this moment now. Do not dwell on the fact that you couldn't forgive yourself for this and move forward towards our future. You can hug yourself now, put down the pencil and hug yourself, saying, I say goodbye to. Please write down your reflections. What do you feel now? You can breathe, take a sip of water. Goosebumps. Yes, it's normal. Some people get teary-eyed because when we do such soulful work with ourselves, when we analyze everything that has happened to us, when we have self-actualized, when we have praised ourselves, for our achievements, when we have forgiven ourselves. We have done a tremendous amount of emotional work. Those who did it sincerely, those who did it honestly. And it's normal when you get goosebumps, when you feel a sense of lightness, when tears well up, when you feel like crying. Because you are doing great, because you are working on yourself. Especially when we draw neurographics, we bring up from the subconscious those very moments that surface and provide such reflection. And now, at this moment, we have reached the point where we can begin the process with a clean slate to turn to the angel for the fulfillment of a wish. Now we have reached this state, and we will ask for this wish to be fulfilled. Choose one wish. We will place it here on the sheet. For some reason, I chose the mint color. I want to draw it like this. Probably large, right here. And ask the angel to fulfill our wish. Draw a neural line and say the phrase, "Dear angel, I turn to you for the fulfillment of a wish." Or, "Dear angel, please fulfill my wish." And say out loud, "I wish," or "I want to have." I will also share my wish with you. And say this phrase and you repeat it. Only your own wish. Dear angel, I kindly ask you to fulfill my wish. I want to realize myself, to apply the knowledge I have gained, including at the Institute of Psychology and Creativity, and for extensive experience of my entire professional career, and to achieve an income that will cover all my needs. And with these meanings, I lead the neural lines. Background. I immediately group them. Here we have formed the figure of our desire. Write down your reflection. Goosebumps again. Write down what everyone feels. And we will move on. The next figure we will depict right here. It will be what I want to be able to do to fulfill the desire. I'll take, I don't know how it will be, some other color to make it different. Oh Lord, what kind of fight is this? What do I want to be able to do? And what do I need to be able to do for my wish to come true? I want to be able to, in order to have, of course, in order to have something, you need to learn something. After all, if I want to run a marathon distance tomorrow, then I probably need to be able to run, train. If I want to swim across some large distance, a big river, then I probably need to be able to swim. If I want to travel, it would be good to know at least a few words in the language of the place you are going to visit. If I want to read a big and smart book, I probably need to learn to read, to ride a bicycle, to travel through beautiful scenery on a beautiful route. You need to learn to ride a bicycle. And so each of you should write and illustrate here the meanings of what I want to be able to do. I need to be disciplined. I need to learn, perhaps, do edit reels, record videos. What I want is not, I want to speak beautifully, to train my speech. I need to improve, perhaps, public speaking on camera. To manage social media. I want to know how to manage social media correctly. What else is possible? What else can be learned? For those who want a high income, learn to manage their finances, learn financial literacy. Please write down your wishes, what you want to be able to do. It is very important to analyze and reach out to yourself to find somewhere deep inside. The skills and the next figure, the next circle will be a circle. What do I want to do? Yes, of course, you will say this is such unpleasant information now. To do, something needs to be done. But how about we just wanted to make a wish for the angel to fulfill it for us? But I'll tell you a secret. That for the angel to fulfill a wish, you see, my circle initially seemed to be of a smaller diameter, but now it has already increased. For this, something needs to be done. Yes, some steps need to be taken. What needs to be done? For me, for example, in my case, I need to do a lot of things. I know these moments, and now I'm bringing these meanings here. As they say, without action, nothing happens. Only consistent action and discipline lead to results. Let these actions be not completely satisfying to you, like perfectionists do. Yes, bringing everything to perfection. The most important thing is to do it better. And with each new repetition, these processes will all be completed better and better. Mastery comes with repetition. We introduce neural lines and make this circle. Write down for yourself these words or say them out loud. What do I want to do to fulfill my desire? I must learn discipline, self-confidence. Yes, whoever wants to fly somewhere on a journey must first overcome aerophobia. Someone wants to learn how to drive a car. Someone wants to possibly move. Someone wants to get married. Someone wants to have a child. And for everyone, believe me, for everyone, desires, there are certain actions that need to be taken. So we move on to the next circle, which I will also depict in pink. And what do I want? At the same time, the feeling I will have will be larger. What I want to feel in the process is very important. When we draw with pencils, we have this wonderful feature. And the advantage is that the circle can be evened out. If it initially turned out uneven, then all these irregularities can be smoothed out with color, shaded with a transition, and then introduce color into the circle, and everything will be hidden. The first uneven circles, the circle that was smaller, now it's not even visible. We introduce color into the neural line. Try even closing your eyes. And try to feel the moment when your desire is fulfilled. What do I want to feel? Joy, pride, happiness, delight. Try to feel these moments. Draw neural lines from this circle into the background with the meanings, with the feelings that you want to experience. At the moment your desire is fulfilled, calmness, or on the contrary, some kind of exuberant joy. Everyone is different and everyone has different desires. What will you feel? At that moment, confidence. Stop fearing the absence of fear. Stop doubting. Wonderful. Try to deeply feel your emotions now in the moment and draw them, manifest them on the sheet with your angel. The next circle, we will draw with the meanings of those we want to see beside us. At the moment, our desire is fulfilled. And I want my loved ones to be beside me, my close people. You can generally write close people, friends, or you can write by name. Say by name. Or perhaps you can remember one person and also say it out loud. I want them to be with me. My family, my children, and my husband. He always supports me in all my endeavors. He believes in my abilities. And of course, I want, at that moment, him to be by my side in my life. Think about those people. And after the broadcast, you can write to this person or these people, if there are several, a text message. Thank you for being there. Naturally greet them. You can say, I was doing such a practice, and I thought of you. I am grateful to you for being in my life. Thank you for being in my life. And now we are going to, and then just move on to the final round, to the final figure, which we will depict here in the fourth quadrant, right here at the finish. I will also make this circle, perhaps in a different, somewhat brighter pink color. Here we will draw gratitude to the angel of wish fulfillment. Gratitude is the most powerful energy, which multiplies all the best things that we have, all qualities, achievements, kindness, happiness, mutual assistance, income, prosperity. We will draw this circle of gratitude, the angel for fulfillment with gratitude in such a bright pink color. It turned out gratitude to the angel for fulfilling our wish. And now I just simply want to kindly ask you to say a phrase. Drawing this circle, tracing the neural lines in it, repeat after me. Out loud. Of course, it's better if you repeat. You can also repeat to yourself. But it's better to repeat out loud. Thank you, angel, for fulfilling my wish. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know that you can do everything. I believe in your power. Write down what feelings you have now, what emotions, what you are feeling now, what reflection. for someone. The pace of the broadcast is fast, of course. You can watch the recording. I even recommend rewatching this broadcast in the recording and step-by-step perform. This practice, say all these words, for instance. Perhaps even write them on a separate sheet. And live through all these stages. Please write your reflection. As we have already come to the conclusion, and thank the angel. And now we move on to the next stage with you, to the most important moment. Who has already guessed? Look now at your drawing and look at this angel and what path we have done when we made a wish and sent this message to the angel of wish fulfillment. Look at this angel and please say who has already guessed who he is, who this angel is. Of course, it is you yourself. And now this entire message, this entire path, we have spoken and drawn for ourselves, because the main magician in your life is you yourself. And the figure of the angel is your figure. And now I want to ask you to say aloud these words that we just spoke for, the angel. Only now we will not address the angel, but we will say our own name. Dear Yulia, thank you for fulfilling my wish. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know that you can do everything. I believe in your strength. With love and gratitude, yours truly. Learn to breathe. Such feelings have overwhelmed each of you now. Believe in yourself, believe in your strength, and believe that only you can fulfill all your desires. If you truly want it, strongly. Please write down what you are feeling like right now. What you have just experienced. An angel even had a halo appear at the end. A halo over the head. And I want to now give my angel something to hold in their hands. A heart of love, a heart of gratitude that can shine with rays, that can remain as we have just drawn it. And let this heart carry light. This is the kind of work we have done today. Together with you, a stunning algorithm, incredible happiness. Now, my dear ones, I will turn to face you, because the time of our broadcast has so subtly come to an end. Time flew by so quickly, I would have liked to talk even more. But each of you can rewatch this broadcast and immerse yourself in these states and redraw and rethink and feel even deeper. Every path, every circle, every sphere we drew, every stage. All the best to you. Thank you for the broadcast.